The whisper in the wind. I still hear her voice sometimes, carried by the wind. It haunts me. It all started when I returned to my village after years away. I had left for school, but the call of home brought me back. The sunsets were as beautiful as I remembered, but something felt off. The first night back, I sat around the fire with my family, listening to the old stories. They spoke of a girl, Amani, who had left to seek a better life in the city. Her parents had sacrificed so much for her education. They expected her to return and bring honor to their name. But Amani never came back. Instead, the village was filled with whispers. They said she had fallen in love with a city boy and forgotten her roots. As the night wore on, I noticed a strange tension in the air. The elders exchanged glances, and the flames flickered uneasily. Later, I found myself wandering through the village. The moonlight painted everything silver, but there was an unsettling silence. I reached the old baobab tree, where I remembered playing as a child. That's when I heard it, a soft, sad whisper. Amani. I froze. It sounded like her voice, but I shook my head. Amani was gone. Yet the whisper grew louder, echoing through the night. I followed the sound, heart racing, until I reached the edge of the forest. Why did you leave? The voice pleaded. I stepped closer, and the wind picked up, swirling around me. The trees seemed to lean in, listening. Come back. It called again, more desperate this time. My skin crawled. I felt I was being watched. I ran back to the village, breathless and terrified. The next day, I gathered some friends and told them what happened. They laughed, brushing it off as my imagination. But deep down, I knew I wasn't alone in hearing her. Days turned into weeks. The whispers continued, growing stronger each night. I learned from the elders that Amani's parents had searched for her, hoping she would return, but she never did. They said her spirit was lost, trapped between the worlds. One evening, I decided to confront the whispers. I went back to the baobab tree, determined to find answers. The wind howled around me, and I felt a chill run down my spine. Amani. I called out. Why are you still here? Silence. Then, that same whisper floated through the air. Help me. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being drawn into something dark. It was as if Amani's spirit was begging for release. I gathered the village elders, hoping they could help me understand. They performed rituals, trying to set her free. But each night, I still heard her voice, a reminder of what was lost. Then, one night, I heard something different. Join me. The voice was no longer sad but inviting. I felt a pull, as if the forest was calling me in. My heart raced, and I knew I had to resist. The next morning, Amani's parents found the old letters she had written. They were full of longing for home, her struggle between two worlds. It was clear she hadn't forgotten them. She just couldn't return. As they read, I stood outside, feeling a weight lift. Maybe Amani wasn't lost after all. Perhaps she was still searching for a way back, torn between love and family. But the whispers never stopped. They faded, but I still hear them sometimes, just on the edge of my dreams. A warning, perhaps, or a reminder that some ties can never truly be broken. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share and comment.